I'm alive. It is week 3, game number 2 of the 2021 NFL season. It is between the San Francisco 49ers going up against the New York Giants. We are in MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Gotta let this go and see you all after the game.
We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the Australian-born punter, Mitch Wishnowsky, to get things going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll take out past the 25 and the 26-yard line. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil. A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick and for 6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket. But when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it. And he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. That's a really nice tough run inside, and they gave 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. There's probably real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing Jones. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. That's an empty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm not going to use the backside of the backfield because I know that when I used to cover, here we go, Mike. Oh, he just stuck out there and they just got that switch down there. What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And then get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. First and 10. How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more now and another first down. I'm not sure if this play was designed for them specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but the definitely are involved, don't they? Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half. There we go. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do? Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through. It's nothing but room to run. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. How about start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive. Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's holding in on his targets and he's delivering. Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. It's not a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start. Get out after them. And maybe let everyone know that they're going to compete. And get this home crowd behind them early as well. Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep. It's up. It's good. And the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that was an 8-play drive. It spanned 75 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now cat and 0 after the touchdown to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. First time we get to see the 49ers offense behind their quarterback. Now in his 7th season as a pro from Eastern Illinois, it's Jimmy Garoppolo. There he is, the man known as Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completing nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air for a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year. At New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop. He's one of the better ascending players in the league. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the program tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing in the coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception. I'm trying to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. But Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you got to stop it? It would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It shouldn't be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. 49ers, nothing. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Got going to the air on the opening drive. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they do 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So Garoppolo off, coming on as the veteran Ronnie Gold for the 40-minute field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. 49ers 3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the up for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it, not quite the ending they were looking for.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as we'll get this to about the 23. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac. If you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
So it looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On second down now, Barkley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable third down because that incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
He's made it our friend, old momentum. I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. One struck. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end where he can. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
I mean, you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
Having met a fan base, you had the ones that drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
3 yards to go on second down, and they got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That was a first down pickup of 8.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on first and 10. 2 minutes to play. First half, 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now left side, a swing pass. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's third down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep the defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, trap those spear under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 32 on the play.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling out to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Garoppolo again. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. It looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to throw it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
We'll get into field goal range and tying it. That's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jones. And
flip that quickly, and now first and goal expected attack right here on this play.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time, second goal.
The coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. That's not what he did after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And Barkley will try to punch it in. Yeah, this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
But I was playing all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on second. Do they have the heart on third? Big play coming here. It's third and goal. From the gun, Jones. Fourth down now, and San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. Shepard incomplete. It's now fourth down and goal. And here's Chandler Catanzaro now for the Giants field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coach always says at halftime, play like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each time. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kicks away. Here's Richie James on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to get this next drive started. The New York offense at the line. With only one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee that coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Debo Samuel is the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play the second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Garoppolo has caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sign for the defense.
He has a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Leonard Williams ended up dropping for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel. That's how we paid the price. We paid the proper
Okay,
price.
how much were they a dime?
15 cents.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they'll get to this and touch it, looks like, right at the 15-yard line here. At their own 15-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Their defense did its job, yielding no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can show back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them? It's force of points.
Break this time. 2 yards.
Well, but in the second half, it's rigged in the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Now he's flushed down left. And he's going to keep it here. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down, avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught. Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jones and Shepard with a connection here for the Giants' 1st down.
We used the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
From the 39, Jones, they almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, but it's 3rd down now.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact knocked the ball free. It's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield, go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet. Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
That will play fake. Garoppolo. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
You got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
No matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards at first down, that fits the bill.
Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. So we got 3 and 1 tackle that couldn't do a whole lot else. Calling a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was, and making sure they didn't get there.
That is caught by the tight end Kettle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have moved down in front.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question, is he the best tight end in the game? Or is it Kansas City's Travis Kelce? Maybe they're 1A and 1B. In any event, Kittle had 107 catches last season, his 2nd straight 1,000-yard season, and he's a threat anywhere on the field, especially as you get closer to the goal line.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. That time a 6-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to put it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there, call it to 26. And it should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Jones on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Throwing again on second down. Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the play there to try to continue.
That's a lot of shoulders just trying there. What I mean by that is they found a way to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Jones throwing on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain it to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defensive coordinator around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear a lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? This defense. He created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
He got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punter. They go play action here on first down. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so it just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's another nice pick up through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now they'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. There's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick away for the 2nd time. Wiggles free, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's put down after a very nice game. A nice game at 21 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Tate. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Drive some people crazy to see the short throws underneath. They gotta find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Jones signaling, let's go, try to get his guys up to the line. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're going to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down in a 21-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job. Using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to enter the pocket and go.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. He's back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To the sideline, and it's caught, but he's out of bounds. They try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Likely to play in the game here, trailing in final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just the week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Right. There we have it. The 49ers are winners over the New York Giants, 17-10 in the string, and they'll be back with another live video after when I set this up. So I'll be back in a few minutes.